Hi, Dr. Scott Jensen. I'm running to be the next governor of Minnesota. And I've got Matt Birk. He and his wife are our honorary co-chairman and chairwoman. And so it's been terrific to get to know you after the last 4 or 5 months, but we should turn it over to you, and you go ahead and do whatever political commentary you see then and now.
All right, well, first let's talk about, my wife was a big fan of Scott Jensen's before I was, and we were on a plane coming back from Florida to Minnesota, and she goes to the bathroom and comes back, she goes, oh my gosh, Scott Jensen on this plane. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, who is he? She goes, he's the gray-haired guy with the gray sweatshirt on. And so I go back to the bathroom, and this is a flight coming back from Naples, Florida in the middle of winter. There's a lot of gray-haired guys with gray sweatshirts on the plane, so I don't know which one's
wearing masks.
And wearing masks too. So I said that, well, so wait, so we get off the plane and wait, and then you came through the airport and we met. You asked me, you said, are you running for governor? And I said, no. Are you? And you said yes, and I was like, thank God. I want to help you. But I dare say something. 4 or 5 months ago, things were, I thought, kind of at this crescendo of what I would say really some grave concerns about what's going on in this state. And I actually think that it's gotten worse. And first of all, since we announced 4 or 5 months ago that Adrianna and I were partnering with you and Mary, so many people have come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, whenever they want to talk football with me, now it's like, oh my gosh, so happy to see you with Scott Jensen. They want to know about you, and we're proud to be partnered with you. But I also think too that people have a lot of people are reaching the point where they've had it. I mean, so much so, and we're numerous people to me talking about Minnesota. This is not the state I grew up in. Seriously considering even leaving the state of Minnesota, which to me, I mean, gosh, nobody was more proud to be from Minnesota than me. I mean, wherever I've gone my whole life, it's just right. I'm a Minnesotan. You're a Minnesotan. We're all Minnesotans, and so I think I know the road ahead is still long. I think you're doing a great job, Scott. I know it takes courage to do what you're doing, and endurance and wisdom, and I pray for those things for you almost every single day. And I'll speak for myself, and I think I speak for a lot of people out there too, and just say, don't be afraid to be too bold. You're a good man, and you're always respectful. But keep being bold. Be even more bold, because there's a lot of people out there that I know are pulling for you, that want to see change, that think change is. They don't just want change. They think change is needed. For the future of future well-being of this state, and so we're behind you.
Thank you. I remember when Rush Limbaugh came to my defense when I was getting attacked, and I remember being invited to the Tucker Carlson show and Laura Ingraham show and Tony Robbins and Dr. Drew, and that was really nice. Felt good to have some cover, but it was really it was the everyday heroes that really sustained Mary and I. It was you and Adrianna grabbing us in the middle of the airport saying, hey, we're on board, and you sort of nudging me and say, hey, this meeting, this wasn't a coincidence. Mm-hmm. I really think that what's happening in Minnesota is people do feel like we're more divided than we've been in our lifetimes, and that the basic individual rights that we assume we have been intruded upon, and government's grown in a massive way, lots of it through the emergency powers, and we're all frightened that if it happens once, it could happen again. So for Mary and I, we're just so grateful that you and Adrianna are on board, but there's thousands and thousands of people on board with us. Some 60,000 people said, we're signing on to your email list. We've raised more money than I think anybody ever has this far in advance of an election for a non-incumbent candidate. Johann Goethe said once, when you finally make the commitment to really do something, things will happen that you could never have dreamt. That's where Mary and I are at, and you're one of those things we could never have dreamt. Thanks.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.